Hi, good evening everybody and welcome to the Nearest stream. I'm Nearest and tonight we're once again playing Disco Elysium. Yeah, this is part 12 of the first playthrough. It's Saturday in game. Supposedly the apocalypse is happening soon, so that's fun. Good news is that I don't really have much quest stuff going on anymore. So basically, we're kind of down to asking about Ruby in the village. This is kind of the main story stuff. Like, she's kind of our suspect number one in the murder case. So, yeah. I figured that determining where the shot came from and finding the murder weapon kind of go hand in hand with this talking or finding Ruby quest. If I get to those, cool. If not, cool. Well, I guess we need to find the murder weapon. But, this one, I don't know, man. I've been looking for bullet traces on the boardwalk for, like, the last 4 streams, and it's just... nah. Race Enigma, I'm not going to do that. One, skipping that. Finding smokes and smoking them, I don't really need. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that for the lulz. I don't know, man. I don't really care. Yeah. Offering figures to Dolores Day. Dolores Day's been dead for 300 years. So giving her figurines might be a bit odd. Yeah, meeting her in person. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but this is a weird game and weird things happened. Last stream we talked to the city, so you know it's very possible that we can talk to Dolores Day somehow. I don't know. Who knows what happens in this strange world? All right, what am I doing? I don't know.
Yes?
I've half a mind to put a point into Inland Empire right now to try this roll with Kim again. Again, I think I'm kind of heading towards the end of the game, so doing some of these white checks is probably not the worst idea in the world. Okay, speaking of these checks, let's look at them again. So we got the abandoned lorry. That one is moot because it's moot. Barred door's moot. Warded door is moot. Because barred door was the roof entrance to the back passage in Whirling in Rags. We entered it from the other side, so we're golden on that one. Don't need to worry about it. Warded door, we asked license for the key, so we don't need to use a pain threshold to get through that. Trash container, I got a key, don't need to do anything with that. Haven't needed to forever. Sleeping dock worker, I stole the key using interfacing or something, I don't know. Hand-eye coordination. Something. Whatever. Don't need to worry about that. Measurehead, I don't need to go through them, so don't need to worry about that. Washerwoman, I don't need to worry about that one. I'm gonna go talk to Glacia. I don't remember what this volition check was. But yeah. This one is looking through the records at the brain. Oh, at the union office. I failed that one, so getting another point in volition will let me do that again. I only have one more point to spend in empathy too, if I remember right. Yeah. So talking to Tommy again would require more empathy points, but I don't want to burn that. I don't think I need the empathy check on a cell anymore. I did that a different way. Physical instrument on the barbell is just stupid. If I have another physical instrument check and I have to spend a point, I'll do this one again and hurt myself again. It'll be fun. And Inland Empire, I'm just gonna wait on that one. Alright, I talked myself to death. Let's go talk to Clausia. You know what? I think it's marginally easier to go this way. And it's so much more disco to go this way anyways.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain? Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for. She slowly.
I don't think I need to do that volition check. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. It must not be that important. Whatever, let's just go check on Ruby. The Ruby situation. Truck, yeah! Hey Morg, what's up, dude? Whoa, 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 what am I doing? I am a fool. Okay. Why walk when you can quick travel?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
Oh, because you're blind, right?
This is a sharp one.
She says to herself and runs her hand across the washboard. Yeah, she do got jokes. There we go.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
You know something, we're here to help. It's just like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need her to help her come out. This isn't about the Union, you know. You don't have to worry about retaliation.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another Union mess.
Oops.
I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
Okay, but we'll be back later if we find anything suspicious.
I'm not going anywhere. Perhaps there's something else the village can do for you, huh? Though we don't have much here.
A skiff or
Just
two.
garbage and a skiff or two.
Can I use the skiff to go out to the islet to look at things? Washerwoman is hiding something. Look around. Maybe get into her shack somehow. Wait. Like, this shack? That shack? That's my shack. Oh man, there's a floorboard that glows green when I hover over it.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds.
Oh man, there's probably a
There might
phasmid
be
in here.
something hidden inside the sand, though. You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
This bullet isn't for a breech loader like the murder
The
weapon.
floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. you have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
With my finger guns. Found a bowl in the washerwoman's shack. Ask about it.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
Oh no,
What
they lull
can
me
I
to
help
sleep.
you with?
It's all good. Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
She murmurs softly.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag. After a long silence, her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she got
Yeah, that would be
herself
interesting.
into? That girl.
Maybe in Disco Elysium 2, which is totally going to happen, wink.
That's for the police to find out. Right there. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Kim, she must have heard your Kanema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
I like how his voice is tinged with pride. So the room exactly as she left it.
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Hold on, there's a razor and shaving kit in there. Was that for Ruby to shave her legs or armpits or something? I guess it was 2 days since, or between her using the room and Harry using the room.
No,
The truth, sire.
What's she like?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
This Ruby is an old lady whisperer. She knows how to work the village elder, unlike you.
So yeah, I juiced up suggestion yesterday, so it's actually very high now. I had to get my dato with Liliette. Anyhow.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Yeah, playthrough number 2, it's going to be purple and pink are going to be my big stats. So I'm going to find out what the good ones over there are. Yeah, so far on blue and yellow, it seems like conceptualization is fantastic if you get actual art degree. It's pretty good otherwise too. Visual calculus is really handy. Rhetoric, drama. I mean, they're all handy, but yeah, I can see suggestion being really good. Not having authority has hurt me a lot in this run. So actually having some would be nice. Interfacing has been handy. Reaction speed. Yeah. Authority would be great.
She wanted to talk to her, as they usually do. but she was brooding.
Why do you think she left the bullet in there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back toward her shack, thinking. I heard she was a heavy drinker with anger issues. Did you ever witness that kind of behavior?
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset.
Yeah, that is Harry.
She
for sure.
isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself the way some people do.
Yeah, Harry, the way some people do. Did you have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I knew of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made.
She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
I know, right?
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Harry is a massive drunk, but at least he can keep it together to, sort of function almost. The other three drunks in this village are just... can't.
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat.
Wow!
Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
Did someone say boots?
You'll never find her, you know.
I guess
She
it was
knows
just
the
raining.
coast
They're
like
probably
the
gone
back
now.
of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
I'm a can opener.
This is a cool moment. It needs a cool thing to be said.
Let's rock with our cock. Further up the coast we go then. But that place is huge. She's a needle in a haystack. Man, I was really hoping she'd be hiding in the village. Are you sure she didn't go somewhere more pleasant and less wet? Let's mosey.
What?
No. Let's rock with our cock. That's all we're saying.
What did you say?
The lieutenant gives you a puzzled look. Nothing. What
Never
did you
mind.
say?
Let's just continue.
Are you sure you'd rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The failed electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
I knew I could go in that building anyhow.
What more do you want to know about that poor girl?
Nothing.
Yes.
Bye.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
I'm thinking Inland Empire is going to be really interesting.
She's a good girl.
Because I'm going to get more
Whatever
of those
she's gotten
things.
herself mixed up
Which is
in.
just like, hey, you should go check this place out because it has stories to tell you. I'll be like, okay, Inland Empire, whatever you say. I trust you. Alright. I don't really have side quests. I need to offer figures to Dolores a day. Cool. What is a race enigma? Find smokes and smoke them. If I haven't done that by now, I'm just like not gonna do it. I'm not doing the race enigma because that would require me to actually conceptualize advanced race theory, which I'm not going to do. The only other ones I can think of are where did the shot come from? That kind of feels main quest, so... And find the murder weapon, which is main quest, so... Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could check on the Dolores Day situation, which is over here. Maybe. Hardcore to the mega.
Oh, the god of dance is back! I'm dancing with the god of dance!
He dances over to you, moving in a slightly less lame manner.
Goodbye, officer.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of her body, her face oval and sad.
No. I'm actually very annoyed. So, it was an authority check to get Kim to dance with me. As I mentioned a minute ago, authority has been the thorn in my side for this entire run. So I failed that check, and for whatever reason, Harry decided to be the biggest racist cunt that he could possibly be to him. So I was like, dude, what the fuck? I was very annoyed at that.
Why? That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else? I don't know. What are we thinking of? Part of your mind has gone on to other things already. The mother of...
Alright, I don't know, man.
Yes, what is it?
Seen anyone suspicious, say a woman named Ruby?
What? No, no one's suspicious around here.
Suna, everyone here is suspicious.
She has not seen her, sire. 'Tis true.
I'm sure that Egghead has seen her.
Good morning, comrade! Yeah! Harder, car!
The words echo magnificently throughout the nave. Alright.
Park.
Oh. Is this a vid? His moves are not very sick. And yeah, that's an empathy check. My empathy's pretty bad. I only get one more roll on those anyways.
No,
Okay.
Just no?
it's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
Teenagers skulking around. Gang members looking for a hole in the Union's defenses. Maybe Ruby too. But she wouldn't be able to tell from here.
That's good. No neighbors to complain about noise when you get the club going. Considering what we're trying to do here, this doesn't look like a good sign.
Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Alright, checking the boardwalk for like the 17th time. Where's my magic pixel? I don't know. Come on, Harry, do your visual calculus check. I actually think it's going to be on the roof of the Feld Industries building. Because like I mentioned more than once, those are clickable. The stairs on the roof. And what better place to take a sniper shot than from the roof of the building? Okay, there's a dot down there that I need to talk to. Let's see if this man has seen anything. Hello. Notice me.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
Nods to you, smiling. I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
Yeah, the Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. I love how he just threw that in there and... like it was 2 more paragraphs or something before I was like, wait, did you just say Wompty Dumpty Dom? There's no way that's real.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
It's another one that I'm going to have to look at later.
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
Thanks for the time. I'm gonna look at this dot down here first. It's a slit in the concrete here. A sewer? People pay money to park here. No one to pay now. Thanks, Inland Empire. Did I get the thing from the cryptid guy? Like the bolo tie? This one? If so, yes. Wait, the other guy. Maybe? Oh, the armor. Yeah. Oh, yeah! I saw there's an achievement for getting all of the pieces of armor. Which means... Door building a hiding place, because the instigator be inside. Anyhow, which means that there's the helmet's going to show up at some point. The one that Kuno punched into the ocean. Alright, it's probably on the islet. Right, the sign.
You see, a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away." Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice.
Looking for Ruby brought you to a mural that you somehow think is important. Inspect it thoroughly.
Feld Electrical.
Hey!
How ironic. All these dark rooms. Feld Electrical, you only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges.
Didn't we go
Looks
through
like
this
it
all
used to
already?
be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
What do I feel like I know this place?
Indeed. Somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin, gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light.
Sounds like a power company.
You felt it before, when it rained in Martinez, and you felt the cold of the rain. The feeling persists. It has been in you ever since.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Hey, that church tower is full of anthropogenic particles that are going to destroy the universe. I bet she's not there.
Why single out this one building?
Whoa. An impossible shivers check that I have like plus 40 in. Okay, what is all this? So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15, 18, 19. I'm plus 19 on it. So as long as I don't roll Snake Eyes, I'm golden. How many rerolls do I have on this? 5. Okay, well, and also, we found the empty trap, heard Lena's true story, went on a date, reconstructed execution, confronted the pigs, established the nightclub, discovered the anomaly, death notification, found the jacket. I feel like... Is this the point of no return? Just about? Okay. Alright. Whatever. YOLO.
Suddenly, all
I
is quiet.
failed it!
There
Oh
isn't
my
a cold
god, dude.
brushing against your
Fuck.
forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down or gone behind a corner.
But I rolled a
You only
20.
hear distant waves washing the coast. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What's I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen did not. And now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning.
Interesting
with your
choice of words.
hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before?
Yes.
Is it in your secret repertoire?
Yes.
A trick for when you're out of ideas?
Yes. Even when I'm not out of ideas.
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too.
That's true. We have actually done a fairly thorough canvas of the area.
Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
It's behind him at the dark red box crumbling across the chasm.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
Alright, well, we're going to do that one again. Let's see what else we got. I know that there was the bunker with, like, an impossible, please. What am I doing? Anyhow. Impossible interfacing check. That has, like, no bonuses to it? Whoop.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while.
And this is a red check, too. There's got to be a way in here. I'm not gonna do this one yet. You know what I haven't done yet?
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable. Calling. Still calling. Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, you're electricity. No, what you are is a surprise. Get his wife on the phone.
Hey Gerard, get your wife for me, will ya? It's Alec Tri-City there. I need to speak with Alec Tri-City. Gerard, what a douche name. Change it. Change your name. Sorry, wrong number.
Who is this?
Doesn't matter. Put her on. I don't like waiting. It's Harry. Put her on. I don't like waiting. It's Pierre. Now put her on. I don't like waiting. Sorry, it was a stupid joke. I shouldn't have called. It's stupid. I'm so sorry.
Who the fuck do you think you are talking to me like that?
I'm the guy who's fucking your wife, Gerard. Now put her on before I lose my patience. Guillaume Le Mignon. I'm Kraz Mazov. I'm no one. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done this.
Just tell me what's going on here. Bien, come here.
The sounds are muffled. You can make out two people, a man and a woman called...
This is mean.
Bien.
I shouldn't have picked that option.
They're talking
Oh well.
to each other in agitated voices. There's a shuffle of feet. Children, maybe.
This is not ending well.
Amid the howling in the wire, you make out a woman's voice with a thick Samaran accent. Gerard, this is a joke. Someone is making a joke. More shouting. You're pretty sure you hear a man saying fuck several times. Then the crackle in the phone line gets violently louder, like the surf breaking. You hear a faint thud. You could swear you're hearing furniture falling over.
Wait, Gerard, let's keep talking, buddy.
Can't make out a single word, just vague voices. One more, a child has joined. Something breaks or falls over. Footsteps approaching. Something hits the phone with a loud crack of plastic and microphone hiss. After that, you are left with the disconnect tone.
What the hell are you doing?
Lieutenant has been keeping a distance, but steps closer now.
You are making prank calls.
Not a muscle moves in the lieutenant's face.
Let's just go. I've had enough of this phone booth.
Yeah, me too, Kim. Me too.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable. The lieutenant shrugs apathetically, then walks a little distance away to concentrate on his notes. Looks like he'd rather not get into it again. Calling.
That got really dark. Let's
Calling.
keep it brighter this time,
Calling.
maybe.
Still calling. Still calling.
Stop calling me, man.
Someone picks up. The voice on the other end is slightly hysterical.
I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Who is this? Yes, but a slight change of plans. I want this delivered to the Whirling in Rags in Martinez. We could all be a bit kinder to each other, don't you think? Consider your debt paid, my friend. Seems to be some kind of trouble. Maybe I can help you. I'm a police officer.
Tethys. Hey! You're not Tethys. Screw you, and don't ever call here again. You're fucking with some serious people.
Disconnect tone.
Are we about done with this now?
Lieutenant has taken a few steps back. No.
Calling.
I'm tired.
The man answers fast this time. His voice is hoarse from cigarettes. You're typing in the background.
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while.
I'm tired too.
If I could go just 1 month without writing, no, 2 months, I could regenerate my brain. Fucking liberalism.
I know, right?
The man disappears with a sigh. You do not hear the customary disconnect tone, just silence in the handset. The machine is still waiting for you to dial a number. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens. Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register.
White morning!
You can still
Wait.
make a new one without paying.
Uh-oh. I don't know if I want to white morning this.
You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial, then pull down on the number, then move one up, and repeat the motion twice. Strange. This is not how you started before.
What did I just do? Keep dialing.
You dialed 001. This is not the area code of Revachol. It is another destination on another Isola. Some far-off nation-state. 005 is Revachol, ZOC. 001 is Grad, on the Gradian Isola, where the telephone was invented. The next two digits you dial are the area code for the city of Mirova. 414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air. 1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal, like a bell tolling. Yes, 451-67451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks.
That's one hell of a phone number. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a country code, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 18, 21 digits.
451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection. An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away. A distant network of phones. Calling. Calling in the night. Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
I can't pass that. Volition check, forget that, man.
The lieutenant is too far away to hear your yelp. The sea wind blows. You can't. Some strange force is keeping the headset glued to your hand. Your ear listening to the ring in the speaker. Calling.
Just taking the L here, it's alright.
Calling. Calling. Calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
She sounds sleepy. Hello. I want to die. Who is this? I'm a revolutionary servant of humanity. I will free mankind to abolish the classes. I will raise the dead. Your voice is so beautiful. Goodbye. She hums. Her voice is warm from sleep.
Who is this?
Who dis?
Dora. Who is this? The connection is bad.
In the distorted distance, you hear someone turning next to her. Bed springs rattle. It doesn't matter if you react or not. You still think you hear a man's voice in the background.
We're divorced. Who cares?
It's covered in pain and white noise.
Well, I guess that I'm a revolutionary.
You're not revolutionary, Harry. You're drunk.
I can be both. You don't control me.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
I'm not drunk. I'm high. I'm not drunk or high. I'm just hurt. Why does it hurt to talk to you? Full damage! There's silence. It's heavy as tin. The white noise howls. Oh, are you there? Hey.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
Sounds like she's looking for a clock on the nightstand.
It's 4 o'clock, 2 hours.
Not anymore. You're up now, lol. You want to party? I want to talk about me. Who am I? You sound like you know me. You're in Morova, right? Where are you going in 2 hours? I am the law. I'm a detective. I'm doing a case. There's a hanged man. Someone there with you?
What do you want to talk about?
Oh no, I'm taking all the
We haven't
damage.
talked about already.
I don't remember who I am.
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain. She does not answer anymore.
I'm gonna solve it. Doesn't matter. This case doesn't matter. None of it matters anymore. Can you help me solve it? I need to solve it. They won't take me back if I don't.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money. Run to the church, home, anywhere but here. Anything but calling her again.
I have a feeling that if I call the number again, nothing's gonna happen. So, okay, let's go poke around the boardwalk some more, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, that's resolved. I had a minor thought that maybe Ruby was her, but nah. Ruby is not her. Her is somewhere else, living her best life without Harry. Well, a better life at least. Because Harry is a train wreck. Whoop. There you are. Where the fuck have you been, dude?
Concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
Yell ho into the slit. What's in there? Kim, any idea what's down there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer. There's no echo and no answer.
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we might find Ruby down there?
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there.
I hope not.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D. Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Alright, so making the phone call actually let me re-roll this.
Suddenly, there's a sigh
without spending a
carried
point
on
in
the
shivers.
molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
She's down there.
I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
The wind told me. We looked everywhere else. Maybe, ever since I woke up, maybe even before, I've been getting these strange cold spells.
So, how do we get in there?
There's
the
a
doors
ladder.
were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
Hey, Sub Warfare, you've already had times to shine. There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it, enter through the roof.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
So there's the ladder. Okay. I was wondering about this pipe before. Let's have a look at it.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotting boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the Feld building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access. Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in there?
An ordinary drainage pipe. Darkness.
Okay, what else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
And?
And nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
We could get into the Feld building through this pipe.
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
Lieutenant pushes aside the reeds and looks around.
He means the pipe must be coming from somewhere in the building. The lieutenant's face lights up. He doesn't usually notice these little things.
And it's right here. A maintenance door.
Points to a rusted metal double door to the right of the pipe, obscured by the reeds.
It's jammed shut. The subtle approach isn't going to work on this one.
Alright, let's see what the savoir-faire check is. I think I'm going to have a better shot at this. Was it Cindy, or was it, like, the actual skulls? Or was it... Well, I guess she is an actual skull. One of the more...
A rusty ladder leads
differenter
to the
skulls. Or was it the fake skulls? Who knows?
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded, and the peeling rust is razor sharp.
I'm wearing armored, like, carbon fiber gloves. I should be fine.
In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground, and you're 180?
$180 seems about right. I'm 190. I'm a giant. Wait, 180 what? 180 centimeters. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I was thinking weight as well, but it's like they'd be using kilograms here, and 180 kilograms is like 400 pounds. And he's not 400 pounds. But 180 centimeters sounds about right. That's like 6 feet.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to do something more subtle?
I'm listening.
What if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
What if I don't climb? What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Not with an attitude like that, Kim.
Even if it isn't, no one told you.
Huh.
That's not how physics work, detective. And even if it were, wouldn't you need some kind of apparatus? A teleportation field or...
Ah, but is it going to give me a purple route too? Can I empathize my way in? Assert my authority to get in? I guess pretty much no matter what, one, you're probably going to have a red, yellow, or blue way in. I guess.
What are they talking about?
The gig behind you whispers, asking his father.
Teleportation, Mikhail. It's generally thought impossible.
Won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
I did see Tiago climbing. Okay, where's my teleportation route? I must know. Is this yellow, this green? Because oh, ladder's teleportation as well. Okay. If it's a conceptualization check, I should...
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop.
I should take it if it's conceptualization.
Teleportation is not a thing.
Even if it isn't, no one told you.
This really has nothing to do with... Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
So, savoir faire is 7 plus 2... Oh. Yeah. Anything but a snake eyes would get me. Oh, is that how it works? Okay, well.
All you need to do is close your
them.
eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
do it.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. The atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
Hobo foo, I'm on the roof now. I did it, Kim. I teleported.
I just saw you climb the ladder. You just climbed it like a regular person.
Quit being so boring, Kim.
No, not like a regular person. Like a phase spider.
Yeah.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring with a backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Time to adventure without a backup. Central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. Okay, I guess I was wrong. I have no idea where the gun trace on the boardwalk is then. I thought it might be in here, but it's not. It doesn't exist. I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright, time to lose the power of suggestion. Oh yeah? If I'm doing that, I'm carrying my sword too. What's this? The glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. I guess I should probably look for a way to let Mr. Kitsuragi in. Detective Kitsuragi. Oh my god, look at all this stuff.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Who's there?
What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim. Stop playing around and help me get the door open.
The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
You ready?
Yes. Time to investigate these passages. Let's move quietly and not make more sound.
Not running is a great way to do that.
Fine! The overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. Antiquated office furniture, last century maybe? The collapse nearly sealed the basement, one could barely squeeze by. Let's squeeze by. Boop. Oh, that's right. I got another postcard. Yeah. Fit a picture postcard from the end of the last century shows Martinaise as it was before the revolution. It's the height of summer. Rue de Saint-Ghislain is teeming with the parasol-wielding bourgeoisie, and Wild Pine's flags buttress the walkway. Nothing is written on the back. Wait. To the roof. Not running. Fine. Whatever, dude. I was so convinced I needed to come up here. Feels bad, man. It's a lot easier to walk whenever you're playing in point-and-click mode. Imagine playing with a controller, you're just like sprinting around everywhere. What's this? You should take out your flashlight. Psst. I mean, whatever, dude. Not that terror's gonna help anymore. Old file folders in the car document silvery with mold. Series of thick, dusty panes of glass. What's this? Okay. Oh, in the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Oh. Oh. Stale fabric smell of dust. No one slept here in months. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on, do we want this? I don't think it's really useful at this point. I mean, I'm basically at endgame right now. +1 to Mazovian socioeconomics will give me +1 HP for each communist option I choose. That's... yeah, okay, cool. That's cool, I guess, but... how many options am I going to have from here to the end of the game, and will it matter? I mean, 1 or 2? These pots and plates are full of dust and spider webs. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed. Ancient flyers and brochures. Same slit window you saw from the outside.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary? This does look like an embrasure, a slit made for shooting out of.
Man. Wow, okay.
Outside the window.
I wasted so much time looking on the boardwalk. I should have looked under it.
As can be in early spring.
Could the killer have used this as a hideout?
It's a great place to hide, certainly. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages.
Kim? Can't see the whirling in rags. The shot didn't come from here.
Indeed. No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like thorough.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spiderweb in the lower left corner of the portrait. Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly.
Whatever, man.
Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
Look, Kim, it's Comrade Mazov.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
A long time? How long?
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing.
He looks around.
I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
What's with all these secret weapons caches and secret bunkers? There's a fucking civil war,
We
dude.
have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Could it be connected to the Mazov bus we found in the student's room?
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
Someone to have stopped through here recently.
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Looks at the dust. Let's go. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, hard save time. Fair enough. Thanks for the tip. Oh, hey, look. Footsteps. Boot prints in the sand. One of the souls appears to be more worn than the other. Something in the air, an unnatural buzzing. The tunnel collapsed. We'll have to find another way around. Alright, well, if we're stomping our way onto endgame, we're gonna do this.
Yes?
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal
Well, I tried.
person. One you should be ashamed of.
How are we doing on points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay. What shall we do here? Because I can. Alright, anyhow. I have 5 points left. That should be enough to recover rerolls or whatever. Emergency uh-oh point allocations. Also, we keep getting jamais vu points. Is the moment past? No.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
A pain, a strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Hold on, you really don't feel anything?
No, but you are the sensitive one.
It's not a quib. The situation is dangerous.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinaise. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down uncontrollably. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
Whoa, I just passed a volition check. Whoa. We found Everart's plan to take the harbor. Maybe we should tell Joyce about it. How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
He smiles in the dark.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
Helps the playing field.
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
What do you think is waiting for us there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
I want to put my flashlight and pry bar away. Finicky ass skill checks. Feels strange. Money! More money! Concrete pipe buried in the sand and dust. Jacket! Pretty good one, actually. Whoop, almost ran. That'd have been game over. Okay.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive
oh man, she has sonic weapons.
A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Says the shadowy figure by the machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways. That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones.
It's happening to me.
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing is the ULAN frequency. Blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
So your equations, it's the Ulan frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the Pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for
Why is she
pale
monologuing
latitude
about this?
compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while.
Ah, that's why.
Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break you loose.
Let's get your hands on this thing.
I built it myself.
She nods toward your torture device.
And she's proud of it too, as she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
She studies her death ray and the law officials trapped in it. Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Oh! I am a seasoned veteran at that. Hey, I was listening to that Finnish music. Also saying numbers in Japanese for some reason. Alright, have you experienced a compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Just gonna turn it down so I can ask you something.
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
You're looking for a deal on mattress.
Lieutenant clutches his head, grimacing.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
That's alright, Harry has two. She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain lessens.
The gun she's carrying is a two-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe...
Kim can deal with it.
Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
Okay. How'd you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages. And I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
She didn't rat you out, by the way. Isabel the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find to my back.
But she didn't sell you out.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Why hide the bullet, though?
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Did you shoot Lely?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
You're right. Claudia was the first to share her suspicions.
Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus told me it took some convincing.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like. How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal, I open them up. Do it by asking questions, and I have some for you. Honestly, I don't know how I do it. I just stumbled in here. Can you please explain this shit to me?
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same. Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Did you say that Lely was a likable person? Do you have an alibi from when Lely was shot? You have a gun. You like Claudia a lot. Do you like to hang out on rooftops? You're running drugs for the Union. I've been through your truck. Okay, whatever.
I didn't like him.
I'm asking all these questions.
Mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
Because I figure that asking as many of these questions as possible and getting information from her will change the roll score on that red check. So, yeah. You don't feel sympathy for Mercs, it's hard work. There's nothing more personal that you had against him, perhaps his way with women. Feel protective of the Union.
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do. You think I was envious of his conquests? Look, pussy's not a problem for me, and definitely not a reason to off someone. Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't think she's perjuring herself.
Fine, drama, I'll move on.
Listening.
Do you have an alibi from when Lely was shot?
I was with the boys the whole night.
Soft alibi.
I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you.
They did say you left to take a really long leak, 15 minutes. There's a half hour missing you went out.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time. Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Play pinball
No,
much?
not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardun. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city. Why?
There's some mysterious pinball machines and some pretty mysterious rooms at the Whirling.
Yeah, and probably some ghosts from the time of the suzerain. I'm not really interested in supernatural mysteries.
What kind of mysteries interest you then?
Not murder mysteries either, if that's what you're thinking.
Boo.
She looks you in the eye, impassively, making it clear that she's not planning to comment on the matter any further.
Cool. They sent a ghost cop after me. Congratulations.
Yeah. Do you like elevators?
What the fuck do elevators have to do with anything?
Do you or don't you?
Not particularly.
Why not?
Why are you so hung up on elevators?
That's a pretty good question, actually. She clearly doesn't know anything about the secret passage.
And that topic was what? Staircases? Ladders?
Look, there's a secret way from the ground floor of the whirling to the roof.
Don't know it. But also...
She frowned, studying your face.
Evaluating your competence as a police officer.
Aha! I have her right where I want her.
The shot couldn't have come from the roof. Or we would have all heard it downstairs.
Suppressors exist.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
Alright, it came from the islet then. Of course it did. It would be the last place we'd check. Union cryptozoology business might end when you do. Okay. Well, I'm done with that stuff, so it's all good. I guess I probably should have checked that before I did this. I was ready to move on to endgame, so it's fine.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
You have a gun.
And?
Where you get it?
The gun store.
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
Really? Trigger?
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal. Sure don't.
The breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
Kind of got us.
A knocked away AD front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
That isn't it.
Yeah, evidence.
Like Clausia a lot.
I considered her a good friend, yeah.
Are you a girl liker? Is peeping one of your hobbies?
Pissing, pinball, and now peeping. I'm just not following your insinuations, detective.
There's a hole in the wall you can see into Clausia's room. Wouldn't blame you if you...
If I want to stare at a pretty girl, I can pick one up at a bar. Or, worst case scenario, look at a naughty photo. Who has time to go skulking about the whirling, drilling holes in walls? What the fuck, man? She's everyone's type. She's your type. Are you sure you're not the one who was excited about the peephole?
She's beginning to suspect you've broken into her lorry now.
I thought we already told her that we broke into her lorry. Actually, I did get pretty excited.
Cool, man, cool. I'm glad you got off on it. What the fuck are we talking about? Nope. Look, she has an effect on people. That je ne sais quoi that makes it impossible not to look at her when she walks into the room, and very difficult to look away. But travel enough and you realize, for the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire, she's not irreplaceable.
But you wanted to be more than just friends.
So that's where you were going with this.
You said you wanted to run away with her.
That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts we didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip?
The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Clausia was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Clausia only said they maybe kissed. Someone is lying here.
Wait, Clausia said you only kissed.
If that's what she wants on the record, so be it. I'm not about to go into details for you to jerk off to later.
Wait, but I do want details, actually. Fine, I'll feel. Yes, yes, Kim, really.
Is that blood on the ground before you? Are your ears bleeding?
Probably.
Yeah, really?
Okay, then what happened?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
Clausia said you got very angry when she started seeing Lely threaten her.
Yeah. One time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
By the way, DeLorean tragedies are still held in high regard for innovation in language and motifs. They are also known for overwrought emotions leading to catastrophic outcomes.
Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The Merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer. Go ahead. It's your body.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This must be done.
Do you like to hang out on rooftops?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
Is that the only reason you hung out on the roof?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Claudia. It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
Come in. So you're sure you didn't shoot the Merc from the roof?
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
You're running drugs for the Union. I've been through the lorry.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy
No.
fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
I did not arrest Claudia. I was like, I could have, and I told her as much, but I was like, nah. You've got enough going on in your life.
Maybe twist the knife, just in case. Make her more desperate.
No, he didn't. I found my own way in.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
Bitter smile. You're a criminal. I can't trust anything you say.
That's your prerogative.
You got a financial incentive to kill the Merc.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
The lieutenant is unable to articulate his question.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
She turns the knob down just a millimeter. But you're threatening us with it. I wish I could use my gun right now.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
She's got Harry there. She responds, holding her gaze.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Okay. We got a point. How many points do I have in pain threshold? Okay, so I can dump a point here if I have to. Who killed the Merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Clausia's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
What happened Sunday night? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
Struggles to finish the sentence.
All right, don't kill yourself over it.
We're not killing
I was shooting
ourselves.
the
You're
shit
killing
with
us.
Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Claudia comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Wait, did she also seem high to you? Klaus just said you knew something was wrong immediately. What'd you say?
Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before. No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
Last you said you seemed to have a plan, prepared when you got there.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
What?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone.
Wait, that thing that I called like 3 weeks ago?
She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went
She's
to get
the other
him.
mercenary? Yeah, that.
She lied to you about that, too.
Showerhead, resourceful. This is bad. She'd be so calm.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Lelly herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
So this is what she was scared to tell Titus. This cop.
What do you mean, La Puta Madre agent?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Wait. Oh, I'm crooked as balls. Nice. Oh no!
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know this? Bullshit, you're trying to throw me off. No one says that.
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Fuck yeah, I'm a La Puta Madre agent. You better let me go. La Puta Madre, I've heard of La Puta Madre. He's dangerous, right? Tell me, what's my name? If you know that about me, you must know my name.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
No, it's a real question. I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to know all this, but I lost my memory recently. Of course, are you scared yet? I might run out of heals, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What did you do to this Madre anyways?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
Yes.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing, possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
When I came into town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
I have a death squad? Who's in this squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had 2 guys and a lady.
Uh-oh.
The guys looked pretty buff. The lady wasn't bad either.
Uh-oh. What else can you tell me?
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying.
Well, the guy's chipper, a blonde. The other was brooding something or other about him. Hold on. So the blonde dude, that has to be the dude by the Feld Electric building. The other 2 though. I mean, it could be Jean and the horse-faced woman.
That sound about right?
No idea who these people are, literally.
Who else could it be though? I don't know. I guess I'll have to go through the mental Rolodex and see what's what. Yeah, that's right. I was just testing you. They're outside with guns.
Well, this has been a great talk, really. But I think I'm going to hit the road now.
She means it. You better make your move soon.
What bunker?
It's a place some comrades stopped through a revolutionary
Don't know
bunker.
anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Voice trails off into the white noise in your head. It feels like an aneurysm approaching.
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer.
He's moving like a slug.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
See them fireworks, Kim?
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
No!
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options.
What options?
You know. This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives. She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens. She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
The pacifist route.
Good call.
Lieutenant is still steady on his feet.
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
But if I just let the murderer go, she didn't do it.
Her tent. We should check it out.
Alright. Dark water trails into the distance. There's no way out. What's this? Oh, thank you. Okay, I did get a communist point there. I left 1 XP on the table. Oopsie. Cooking utensils. She's prepared porridge with bananas. Yeah, no. 8 centavos. Alright.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands. She's used to camping out. The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled-up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
Lieutenant peeks in over your shoulder.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook. You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously. The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled. The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
Alright, let's find the day of the murder then.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
Okay, kind of logistics.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. The way some of those question marks trail off into ellipsis, she was going through a tough time. The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
What did she write the day Lovely
Nothing
died?
on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. She is referring to betraying her previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense?
Anything about La Puta Madre?
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th. Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? The call? Did M call her personally? Why? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake.
Am I sure this is a mistake? Look at me. This is a coincidence. I would never kill people for a mob boss.
Whatever you may look like, you don't feel like a hired assassin.
Is March 12th the other one?
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly.
What's the most recent entry?
The thick journal bound in brown. The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
It looks like she might have been framed.
Lieutenant taps on the page. If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good that we didn't catch her. Kim, am I really a Puta Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
Well, good news, there's 2 of them at the,
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting.
2 of them with the whirling in rags. Anyhow.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her.
He frowns.
Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Then who do you think killed the merc?
Classio was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or... Either way, we need to keep an eye on her. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Alright, team. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break right now. Go to the bathroom, get some more water and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay. Alright, we need to go back to the Whirling in Rags now.
The plain red tent. It was pitched by practice.
Okay. So at some point we're going to meet Dolores Day, and it's going to be weird. And then I'm going to give her a figurine, and she's going to be like, "Thank you, blessed child, for bestowing upon me this glorious gift of a figurine." I'll be like, "Yeah, no problem, Dolores Day."
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components.
These computer components?
Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system.
How'd they do that and why?
The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know. The why is easy, because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet. For vitreous cast filament memories, though, these seem incredibly advanced.
Hey Kim, look, old cybernetics.
So it is. I think these used to form a single system, slotted in the wall.
So this is all that remains of Feld R&D.
The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean.
Could this be part of the Feld playback experiment?
These? No. These are old filament memories. I hope you're not expecting to find that device here. You will be disappointed.
All you will find here is pain.
Okay. Guess I need to re-equip ye old flashlight. The game's gonna whine at me for not using the flashlight again. I guess I can leave out down here, can't I? Yeah, let's do that. Uh-oh! My Death Squad goon left. Alright, I need to get to a quick travel point, and then quick travel back to Whirling in Rags, where I'm sure that nothing terrible is happening right now. Yeah, I agree. I think that there's too much here for a movie. TV show, though. Like, yeah, like you said, like a limited run TV show. I think that they could make that work. My brain is good. You can't prove it's not. Okay. Are you Puta Padre's peon? Ruby said you were a notoriously corrupt cock. The Puta Madre's peon. That's why she was scared of you. When you get the chance, call your station to find out more if you dare. Turn to the Whirling Rags after the whole instigator debacle. Someone there has something to answer to. Alright. I dare call the station. It's just going to be emotional damage, right? Are you kidding? Are you still kidding? Dress for combat? Hey, have I missed the chance to get the helmet yet? I think it's on the island, but I'll go back in if it's in there and I just am dumb and missed it. Oh, I see what you did there. The helmet is still ahead. Ho ho ho, so clever. God damn it, it's gonna make me walk. Fuck this. Terrible game. making me walk across the map and not use quick travel. Yeah, that's what I figured. There's probably like a riot happening in front of the Whirling in Rags or some shit. Also, I'm not sure why the game just gave me 10 real for no reason. I can't even go in the building here. Ceilings gone.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Hey, it's Mystery Mercenary number 3 and Clausia and
Put your
the other
damn
guy.
gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Shut up. Not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm.
So what I found is the quick travel only works if you're like in this courtyard. If you're in kind of the main like square, if you will, of the fishing village and standing right in front of the church. Anywhere else it just doesn't work. And it's kind of precise where you have to be able to quick travel. Yeah. Lieutenant raises his left hand.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Peaceful.
Sounds like the armored figure is weeping.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
Lieutenant points to the helmeted figure. We're out of time. This is... what do we do? The big one is a mercenary at the gates. The scab leader. Stop. This is the police. Get between them. Let's walk away for now.
The mercenary tribunal.
What do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene. If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
Get between them. No way I'm gonna die here.
Get lost.
Ain't no way.
You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd, losing his balance for a moment and staggers backwards.
Pig, fuck!
Sure. I can see you're drunk. One wrong move and I'm taking you out. Easy now. No one needs to die here today. Say nothing. Cross your arms.
Ah, yeah. Welcome to the fucking party. You're probably gonna get killed too. I don't give a shit if you're cops.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
Froggy Hat is glorious. I love this. Who would not look at that and just be like, this is a man of authority. I need to listen to every word he says.
She doesn't seem to understand the severity of the situation. With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle.
Long rifle, you say?
The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between these men, all carrying real weapons. No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Present an argument. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out. Get under his skin. I don't know about this getting under his skin. He'll only get under yours. I'm barely keeping you together here. This is it.
No. If it was higher, maybe, but I mean, these two are both fine. This Foster had blue eyes. Think of an argument. Know about Downwell. Who's that? I didn't know you had a third guy.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer. Hohen Cloven.
Oh, duh, of course. How do we not know that?
All of you cunts inside out.
Oh, is that rude?
Rip you open.
Cool.
Perhaps it's for the best. Him not talking too much.
The gunner, the raddest, the killer.
Points to the figure clad entirely in ceramic mail.
What do you think
plate.
he does?
There, on the rim of Owen Clerven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21.
Well, Ellis, I think he probably kills.
About 50 little stick figures. All of them black, plus 2 little white ones in the end. These men served in Seminine, the native islanders. The 2 little white figures in the end are from when they moved to Revachol. They're recent.
Kills black people almost exclusively. Tends to stables. Think you're real tough, huh? This killing is meaningless. I'm a killer too. Good, I kill killers. Point to your chest.
That's right. Plenty of kips here in Revachol, too.
Yeah, that's true. Where's my murder posse? What the hell? Guys, come on. Help me out here.
T, let's fucking do it.
Calm down, Eugene.
Gene.
Listen, they didn't do it. You're all drunk. Look at yourselves. Wild Pines rep does not approve of this.
Yeah? Who did that?
I mean, smart money's on Rude here for being a crazy bastard.
Time. You had time to fuck around in that church, to run errands for your union chief.
I feel like this one's gonna hurt my rolls.
Time is up, Loincloth. Give me a name. Now! How fucking convenient.
Gives you a drunken stare, then puts his hand on the gun.
His fingers are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw.
He was shot from a great distance. A sniper did it.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now, huh? How about the kid? Tell me, it's a magic fucking sniper one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead cop marshal won't decide who...
I gotta take the red check, right?
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him. All together. Titus said, we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud, in a public place.
I'm not sure which is the right answer here.
You're lying to Paul Hurd.
Doesn't move the weapon.
You heard wrong. Your friend wasn't hanged. He was shot. We found a bullet in his head.
Hanging was only a cover-up. Listen.
Fucking liars.
Pulls the trigger. A plume of smoke erupts from the muzzle of his
The
gun.
shot rings in your ears. A low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something. The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
I missed.
The man looks at his revolver and smiles.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now. or there will be another shot. What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call.
Yes. So what?
Your judgment is impaired. You'll regret this. I'm drunk too. Let's dance, baby. Al Ghul is a trick the desert pygmies played on us. Do not succumb to it. I think it's okay.
All right. Let's do this. Smear your shit all over this fucking dung field.
Ah, was that an invitation?
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
He laughs. It's a hollow laughter. Wild Pines is not going to forgive you for massacring a bunch of innocent people. That's not going to get any traction. We're working together. She knows you're out of control. She told me. That's not going to get much traction either.
She's gone, you stupid fuck. Sailed off 5 minutes ago. She doesn't.
How dare she? I had more questions about the Pale or something.
Stay cool. Don't do anything stupid.
Titus shouts to his men in the background.
The company bitch is gone. Laylee's gone. Fuck are we still doing in this shithole?
He looks around, tired suddenly, sad even.
Guys, I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun.
Hold your ground. Any more of you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this together.
Who the fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs. Where is she?
She left.
Oh, Garth's here? What the hell, dude? Get inside and hide. Call the cops. The real cops. Well, I guess Kim's a real cop. But still.
Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together.
Garth, what the hell are you doing here?
What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire. You know how much windows cost?
What do you mean she left?
She left. Her room's cleaned out. Right before these assholes showed up.
We should have arrested her.
Yeah, maybe. Lieutenant whispers, his eyes still on the armed mercenaries.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one.
Alright, I could go either rhetoric or suggestion. Shooting him, no. These ones are the same. Basically, Snake Eyes I lose, everything else I win. Let's go rhetoric.
Alright, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Krenner would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. Really, none of this looks like it's going to do anything but piss him off. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
Alright, just a question. Who's in charge of your death after the, or of your unit after the death of your colonel? Colonel doesn't give you the right to conduct a tribunal. You were called Downwell once. What happened?
I am a Grinnell Major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation strike.
So, you're the highest ranking of the three of you.
Nah, I just have the biggest gun.
He raps on his armor barrel-like chest.
Technically, the other man has the biggest gun, but we're beyond that now.
Hold on, what's the highest ranking colonel?
King Reaper.
Oh. Okay, he said that without irony.
You're right, but you see, I want it to end in bloodshed.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did
I see.
Something.
Alright, I can still dump some points into hand-eye coordination, so to make that a little better. Maybe I should have come in here with some speed in hand. to boost it even further.
Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Yeah, I don't fucking act so well. Laylee had a hard-on for making faces for you natives. Fucking food aid shit. That shit is done now. Trigger time.
Who are you, a major?
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
Points at the whirling in rags. Gart, get out of here!
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click. Softly. Click, click, click. The realization comes to you, like a picture puzzle coming together. His name is Raoul Cortiner. The dead man's name is Elise Cortiner. He's brothers with the deceased.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer, we're all sentenced to death by lead.
Cortner, I know that name. His parents left him in a fucking leaf compactor. Listen, you're Lely. Everyone says good things about him. He was a talker. Ben I tell 41. That really happened, didn't it? He had blue eyes, didn't he, your Colonel? Colonel did not deserve to go out like that. I promise I will find his killer.
He sways from left to right, inspecting you.
Raoul and Ellis Cortnar. Sorry about your brother.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck.
Then went to the same military academy in the same unit in the same war.
Same fucking mud hut town, too.
He looks around, then wipes his face with his armored glove.
Okay, good.
His parents left him in a fucking leaf compactor.
Laylee?
Yes, when he was small, just an infant.
We researched him. We contacted the ICP and looked at his birth records. What was in there? And other things.
They fucking put Laylee in a leaf compactor, and now these cunts finished the job.
Waves at the gang huddled by the doors.
It's a mindfuck, Corty. He wasn't put in a leaf compactor. They're making it up to fuck with us. Major, permission to.
Open fire. We can't have that. Interfere now.
Fuck do you mean, talker?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic, a nice guy to be around.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Share leaflets, squeeze a bit of kid-tass here and there. Great fucking idea that turned out to be.
Points toward the yard.
If Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for sure. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, clay monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did.
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
Our colonel did what he had to do. It was either one cunt or 100 of them. Rude here.
He points to him.
In your ship pipes, right in the fucking.
Sure.
He likes to fire mortars at random coordinates. Wipe out mud huts like that. When he gets bored, Laylee knew how to command.
He was a good commander. I can see you miss him.
Oh yeah. You would have commanded this fuckhell way better than I did. But that didn't happen. Because Hayseed, Bill, and Kipty the Kipt here
Points to Titus and Eugene.
fucking murdered him. Had him stink the village up for 2 weeks after. And you fucks did nothing.
I did things.
Listen, man. We told you we...
Told us what? What did you say? Who said that? Tattoo fuck. You'll die first. Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man.
He smiles, pulling his face in a strange way.
It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down cloths.
Your brother did not deserve to go out like that. I promise I will find his killer.
Find his killer. Cop. His killer stands right there. shitting his pants, and you're standing in the way, protecting them. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them. Right here.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
Shucks howdy, I sure wish that I could equip some hand-eye coordination stuff. Alright, we're gonna dump a point or two into it. Good.
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion. The smoke drifts west with the wind. You hear the plaza erupt in violence, slow like a waterfall in reverse. There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backward, eyes filled with rage and disbelief, gurgling, muttering something unintelligible.
I was kind of hoping that I could either rhetoric or suggest my way out of this confrontation, but apparently those were just mechanisms to make this hand-eye coordination check better.
His lips, moving, swollen with fear, are trying to say, shoot him, but he can't. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. An Easter AR-FA-7, built for taking out light armored vehicles. It will devastate you. From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out. In the background, the leader staggers. It's not easy. He has 0.6 seconds to do so. He won't. You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it, his eyes in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens, focusing on you. 0.4 seconds remain. There are 6 little black dots in the tip of the barrel, like a honeycomb. This is a knock cannon. It shoots 6 rounds in one pull of the trigger.
That seems unnecessary.
Absolute destruction. God, you're so frail. Too frail to think further. Time is running out. You leap left. A swarm of enemy lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks.
Joy, I'm alive.
The man tilts his head.
Oh no, I picked the wrong one.
To see through the clearing smoke for the next shot. Watch out. To your left, Nepal is about to take a shot too, at Kim.
God, please.
Lieutenant says quietly without trembling. He aims face pale.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from Nepal's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you. Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disoriented.
Oh, I just realized I'm coming in the way. Hold on.
Coming from his helmet are not human. An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant. The helmet looks like the face of an ancient god of war, crying blood.
Who screamed?
Glenn, dying.
Oh no!
A puddle of blood behind you.
Glenn was kind of a dick, whatever.
Torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers.
Geezers? What?
Oh God, watch out. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you. Then he squeezes the trigger. The look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips shaking. This is the last thing he'll do on Earth. But He will do it. He is your end. Here it comes. Death.
Yeah. I needed 12 to succeed at that.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it. The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying. Someone jumps over you. Nearby gunfire shatters glass.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything you got.
What parts of me are missing?
Most of what's down there.
Oh, that's not great.
It's all gone. Open your eyes now. You have to see what's happening. No. It's just a fear. Even if... Who cares? No one wants you anyway.
Thanks, Inland Empire.
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
Out of it, a silhouette appears, crouching over you. You hear a familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. No one wants to do anything with me. No one wants to party with me. Live fast, die old. Wince from pain. Kim, I lied about not remembering who I am. I made it up. I remember everything. There's a white shadow that smells like apricots. It's always there.
Yes, keep talking. Stay awake. Look at me.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And the cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away. Almost gone. When suddenly, you sense something behind him.
Oh my god, is it Dolores Day? Take my figurine.
A slender white shadow
never mind.
towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands. Scream immediately. He's gonna die.
Failed.
No,
oh,
you scream.
I succeeded
Behind
in
you,
authority
from
check.
Your bloody lips. Your eyes are full of fear. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape. The woman is gone. So is Kim. Then the whole world.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
Will I be a ghost now?
Brother, you already were a ghost. Up there screaming along with all of them. Scaring each other. Haunting each other. It's the living who are ghosts. The dead are silent. They don't rattle windows or write letters in blood. The living do. Leave them behind. Rest.
No.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours. Hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting and being disinfected and smelling of drugs and feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his wound sleep.
There was a radio in the distance, a radio of the world, playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a Caprice Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
That's very dramatic worse.
Life gets hard, but we go on.
Alright, well now that I'm a paraplegic.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Kim.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
The lieutenant says he's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? With the fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. Bruises. Hold on. Ouch, the room, it's clean. The piss jacket, Kim, you took it off. Did you say sunrise? What happened? How bad am I hurt? I figured Kim, that's why I was so scared about that role, because authority, like I mentioned lots of times, is not my strong suit. Literally the worst role that I have of anything. I guess endurance is bad too. But yeah.
Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices. He's done with the jacket.
He never took it in the first place.
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Dramamine? Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad, but still under the counter bad.
The room, it's clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
How long have it been out?
2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water.
Did you say sunrise?
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
Isn't that written on your...
My God, it's engraved on it.
It served you well.
Is it War
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say.
He looks out the window.
I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
Ouch.
That's right. Ouch, indeed.
What happened?
What happened? You shot the major in the face. A firefight ensued.
Is he dead?
Yes.
A blood-stained killer.
As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged.
I dodged.
Then I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive. Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Alain and the musician. I forget his name.
Eugene?
Yes. He's still alive too. You were bleeding out.
The hardest of the Hardys all survived.
Don't know what. And you warned me. I was able to disarm Officer de Paul before she got the jump on me. I killed her. And that's what happened.
So, wait. Is Rude alive? He said he shot and wounded him by shooting him in the face. Thought you only smoked one a day. Well, I don't blame him for smoking right now. They're all dead, all three of the contractors?
De Paul was the last to die.
Okay,
Everard had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral. The company is yet to retaliate.
Why?
Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown is too costly a target. Or maybe...
He breathes in the fumes, thinking.
Maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. I don't know.
Like only smoked one a day.
This is the one.
Oh, okay. How many casualties on the Union side total?
3. Glenn, Theo, Angus. The fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Theo, he was just too old for combat. All.
An absolute disaster, a total shit show. Not bad, all things considered. I won't see how it could have gone any better.
Oh, no, officer. It's pretty bad. 6 people.
It is.
But
it
what's
could have
done
been
is done. The
like
violence is cordoned
15
off.
people.
The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet. And we are still alive. Both of us.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies.
How bad am I hurt?
Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, thankfully, no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome.
Can I walk?
We will see.
Cool.
You won't be able to dance much. That's
No!
for sure. You should be able to live with limping around though.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I did the dance off before doing this. Has anyone from my station been to see me?
No.
They don't care about me at all. Good, I don't need them, really. Isn't that strange?
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
Odd, I haven't seen any. Have you?
I'm sure they're worried about you.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out. They're not really worried about you. If they were, wouldn't they be here?
I don't know.
He may have some idea, but he's not gonna get into it with you.
It's not my station who treated me.
I did.
Thank you.
No need.
Are you hurt?
Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with the butt of her gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see her coming. Stupid of me.
Okay. Well, luckily my clothes are still in good enough shape to wear.
Easy now.
Lieutenant turns double again before your eyes. Strange hue of pain.
Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over on that thing.
Alright, I did burn like all of my my XP on that, so...
How are you?
Cool. My disco days are done. I feel fantastic. Let's rock. Who cares? Who cares about me? It doesn't matter. I'm very bad, Kim. Things are very bad.
He nods.
What happens
I
now?
honestly don't know.
But I don't know either.
We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. And Joyce has left too. Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines. Oh, that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Connell from sending in a death squad.
Looks out the window.
Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
Yeah, you said that last time. That you checked she's really...
Guard confirmed she left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up.
Who did it then, Kim? Who killed the hangman?
I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
There are 11 options here. Oh boy. It's because I'm La Puta Madre's peon, isn't it? The fucking Maybells, Kim. The flowers. What about the hole in the ouch wall? Someone was checking her out. The goddamn footprints. There's still a 28% possibility the shot came from a distance. An antique bullet from a Belle McGrave. 4.46 millimeter. How hard can it be to find one? How hard can it be? There are all these old bunkers and weapon caches. Revolutionary era. Something is creeping me out around there. I sense it. The miracle hasn't happened yet. It's not over yet. Simple. We have to look at communism. Communism killed him. Alright, let's just start from the beginning and work our way down.
Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case.
But narcissism's my thing.
That does make some sense.
What?
They were on the roof. I did not catch them. Fucking Butterfingers.
Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to catch everything.
He's wrong.
No, Kim, every piece of garbage in the city is connected to the case.
Okay.
Clearly not meaning it.
I don't know. That's been there for years. Yes, God cursed the footprints, not solving the case for us. Au diable.
Still 28% possibility the shot came from a distance.
We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
Antique bullet from a Belma grave that...
It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one. All completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless. We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so mysterious.
Can't believe they're fucking useless.
No need to be melodramatic.
Every need to be melodramatic.
What is?
Something.
Something.
He repeats. It does not sound like he's enthused about this something.
He does not know what to reply. Looks out of the window, then back at you. It's morning outside, you think.
I'm afraid we may not be able to locate communism, Detective, on account of it being dead.
Communism's making a massive
Ideology
comeback.
does not have anything to do with the murder investigation at hand. I'm sorry, it does not.
You know what I'm thinking about solving
He
crimes?
arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
Solving crimes is hard. It's almost impossible. It's super easy. Actually, I want to talk about this crime some more before I tell you what I think about its hardness. Never mind.
I'm ready to hear what you think. Really? Because to me, it seems solving crimes is hard.
You're not ready to give up, are you? That's right. Let's give up. Time to start drinking.
No. Are you ready to limp? Good. Where do you want to limp to?
The lieutenant did mention doing more ballistics.
We should check out Mrs. Katazine Aliasier's room upstairs. Let's just aimlessly wander around until a clue presents itself.
Why not?
He extinguishes a cigarette on the sole of his boot. Oh.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
The fan stands still.
Repair the window. Newly replaced glass shining in the morning light. Hear traffic outside, back in the world again. Wait, that means that the drawbridge has been fixed? What? Stereo 8 player has been reunited with its right speaker. I can still run. Ah! Look, the door is open. You can walk right into Kim's room. You see gleaming white enamel, no bottles inside.
The bathroom mirror has been...
Yeah, I can walk right inside. Yep. Totes my goats. Oh. Alarm is set for 6:50 a.m. Medicinal supplies in the cupboard. That stuff.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases.
I had Gart open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night.
Thank you for keeping this thing alive longer.
It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, considering the odds we faced. Let's go? I am sure neither of us feels solid enough to keep loitering in this room.
What? Weird. Alright. So I guess if Kim dies, does Gart nurse you back to health or something? Ouch. That leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. No! Run everywhere. Looks like she's left something on the table.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note, a few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
I like gifts.
A gift.
Lieutenant turns to the staircase suspiciously, looking for any signs of another presence in the shadows above. What could this gift be?
I am not drawing my gun. Yet. But I don't like gifts.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note.
It's hardly surprising.
You look at her rough, jagged handwriting on the note. She was in a rush, but not panicked. Deliberate. Focused.
Let's see if she left any goodies in here. Whoa, hold on. Just made around 4 months of payments for this room.
The medicine cabinet is empty. Not even a toothbrush. Pity.
I was kind of hoping the gift would be in here.
Of course you were. How does that work anyway? Amphetamine. Does it make you a better detective?
There is little condescension in his phrasing. More measured curiosity. Be honest, he's not grilling you. He just wants to know. Ask if he's ever wanted to take it too.
What are you talking about? I don't take amphetamine. Don't be ludicrous. Keeps me going in the short run. Honestly, makes me the detective I am. Have you thought about taking it too? It has no effect on my performance. It's just take it to feel good. Better know it makes me worse.
Maybe I should.
What's that? A pensive hum rubbing his shoulder.
It's not insincere. He's actually given it thought.
Don't take meth.
Doesn't the pupils and the gurning jaw, the sweating, doesn't it become tiring after a while?
Nah, man. The jaw grinding and the sweating, that's the best part. It shows the medicine is working. I understand it's unbecoming, but if I don't perform this job well, I'm nothing. It's a price I pay. I'm too high on Peralodon to notice. Before you ask, Peralodon is used for radiation sickness. Looking like a beast in heat is serious downside, yes. I don't know which one's the superstar one. This one probably.
Thank you for this information. Should we go?
Okay.
She certainly had her priorities straight when she was packing.
Wait. A red thread made of nylon. It leads out of the room onto the roof.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
That's really far above the bed. Hold on, so how did this work? I guess if he was on his knees and she was, like, giving him a blowjob or something, he'd be up there. Otherwise, it's like he's standing on the bed. But I don't know, it just seems like that activity, they wouldn't be standing on the bed because it's kind of squishy and you don't have good footing on it. It just seems too high. Anyhow. Lieutenant tests the thread with his finger, drawn taut. It rebounds instantly.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B double prime, and B triple.
Oh yeah, also like the diagram is her, she's on her back anyway, so it's like, yeah, it's really high. Anyhow, I'm overthinking this. Let's stop doing that.
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime.
Yeah. The place I haven't looked yet. Yeah.
The island in the bay.
Is she trying to tell us the shot came from the islet?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
There are ruins on that islet. Sunken sea fort. I saw it through the coin-operated viewer.
I remember.
He looks out the window into the bay. How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
Of course we don't trust her.
I don't know. At this point...
Stops mid-sentence.
What difference does it make?
Kinda. I mean, fair. This is also the only point of origin we haven't ruled out yet.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
You seem unenthusiastic. Maybe we need to go to the island. It's not gonna work. There must be something else we missed.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
Yeah, that's fair.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
The wind blows in from the open window. The lieutenant sighs, looking into the cold distance across the water.
He is trying to justify it to himself. The lead is flimsy. You might as well go around Martinez, looking under every rock and talking to every person.
I've already done that!
What else is there? There, across the grey water, amidst crumbling concrete, a birch tree, and the half-sunken ruins of a flak tower.
Yep, exactly. I don't have to say anything. This is just something we have to do, Kim.
I understand.
What else is
there? Not a lot, no.
I remember an anti-aircraft gun, or the ruins of one on the island from the coin operator.
Could be the makings of a sniper's nest.
He nods.
Why not? Military fortifications are made for that kind of thing.
Okay, let's go to the fucking island. I'm going to the island. You in? Actually, yeah, let's not go to the island.
Okay, let's go to the fucking island.
He takes a second to gather himself, then says...
How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone.
Lillian the net picker. She's tarring her boat.
Yes,
we went on a
course.
dato. She owes me one, right?
Let's go.
See, that's the benefit of talking to everyone and going through all of the options, is that you know where all the stuff is. The date was sweet. Whoop.
As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all.
I was right.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate.
It killed him.
No. Communism killed him.
She's not here! Anyhow.
Love made it possible. Of course you do, Harry. Everyone does.
I miss Glacia.
Gone forever. Sire, thee shall never findeth another mistress quaint like her. You do not know. A wind of needles. Airships flutter in the stratosphere.
How do I know all this then?
Who knows? It's getting cold out. You should go.
Okay.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here.
Okay, Gart's still here. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. They already said Gart's still here. Oh. Oh, wow, we're in a new week, so... Oh, wait, never mind. Psych. Wait. Never mind. I don't know, man. The way that they've grouped these are a little different than they were before. I mean, I guess you could give him props for that. He's still a fool for trying to stand his ground. Oh, there are the survivors. He's still here! Let's check in on everyone.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you. You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire. I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was a nice shot. I was watching until you hit him. crawled inside then. Bullets started flying. Anyway.
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by. In the danger zone, so to say.
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. Just felt I needed to specify that. Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
You just said you offer drinks.
It's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing. It is but an imitation.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
Because he's not a bartender.
That's right. I'm the cafeteria manager. I'm glad we cleared that. Was there anything else?
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
Like what? Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
What happened to the man with the sunglasses? Okay, so I have to mention when it happened, you were right out there on the balcony.
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad. Yeah, I was, yeah. That's because I'm a badass.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him.
Yeah, I guess you are a badass. You say it as two different words like that. It sounds like there's something wrong with your ass. Just nod stoically.
He nods back at you, even more stoically. Just two badass men nodding.
Badass men, yep.
Make that 3. The lieutenant is nodding too, hands crossed.
All right, thanks, bye.
No problem.
Oops. Oh, hey, this guy's still here for some reason. The one who doesn't say anything ever. I wonder if that's like the dev or something. Oh, he no longer has anything to say either. Never mind. What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer? Convenient. But what are you doing here? Talking to me. Bye-bye, gendarme.
I guess he doesn't have anything else to say. I don't think this guy ever has anything to say. It's all about money, you know. Yeah. Let's talk to the Hardy boys.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man raises his bear in welcome.
We're on the same side now, so he likes me.
Crazy motherfucker. Didn't think you had that fury in you.
Oh, wait, hold on.
But I guess I've misjudged a lot of people lately.
4 people killed. But it didn't give me a case solved for solving the case of the guy who fell and hit his head on the boardwalk. Psh, whatever, man.
That was one hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. The fucks did not expect that.
Looks at you with unmistakable respect.
I guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you for intervening, fellas. That was mighty brave of you.
I superstarred the shit out of that.
Dick Mullen on steroids. Glenn would have liked you had he gotten that. Never mind.
There's a lump in his throat when he thinks of Glenn, lying on the plaza mosaic, bleeding.
Sorry about the people you lost.
Theo was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. Never could imagine him withering away on a sickbed. But Angus, he was just a stupid kid. Didn't realize the mess he'd gotten into. Trusted me. Still, the balls on that kid. Went down fighting for someone else's shit like a fat, angry bear.
Here it comes. The last one is the worst one. He only deals with it by drinking copious amounts of 8% beer.
And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I'd love that crazy homo like my own brother. We're all fucked without him. But what do? This job is shit.
Hold on, what about that Shanky fella? They're all good people, sorry it went down like that. We're born into the world to die, it seems. Maybe there's redemption in that. At least it ends one day.
Dennis, you saw him run. He's a mean little shit and I never trusted him. He better run real fast now. Real fast.
Man, getting shot has really squeezed all the funk out of you. Mark my words. One day we'll look back at this day and remember their courage, not their deaths.
That's the spirit.
Right. But today ain't that day yet, is it?
So what's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys now?
First, we're gonna find Dennis.
I'm going to find Dennis. I'm going to find him, and then I'm going to kill him.
The tone of the statement is so matter-of-fact. It's as though he were talking about picking up a morning newspaper on his daily walk around the block.
Your guy, your responsibility. Do what you feel's right.
The lieutenant shakes his head, but doesn't say anything.
We're hunting that rat down. Let it be known what happens to cowards. And then...
He thinks for a moment.
I guess I'll take a closer look at our union members. There's bound to be some ambitious fellows there who'd love nothing more than advancing social democracy by busting some heads. Might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing windows and maybe wants to have some fun with his brother. Anyway, don't you worry. As long as Titus Hardy's standing, there will be Hardy Boys.
He's right. The numbers are replaceable. In an organization of thousands of men, there are plenty who'd join.
True. What about Claudio?
No, don't care. I'll be glad if I never see that fucking woman again.
Even after all that hell, he's still bitter about her?
Titus, after all we've been through, level with me. You really liked her, didn't you?
Nope.
He did.
Same here, man.
He shrugs and tries to look uninterested.
Any idea where I should go now?
Judging by the sight of you, I'd suggest crawling into bed with a bottle of whiskey in one hand and a big tit in the other.
Yeah, go pay Monica a visit in Janrock. She's got a knack for making men forget about their worries. Biggest pair of milkers in all Rebacho.
Hell, you both look like you could use some feminine company right now.
Thank you for your advice, Eugene, and you too, Alain. I do always appreciate a good use of the expression milkers.
It sincerely amuses him how hard these guys typecast themselves.
You're welcome, Bina Claude. You're all right in my book.
So long, fellows. Be good so I don't have to come back here again.
Take care, coppers. You two look after yourselves now. Death passed on you today, but men don't get that lucky twice.
Copo loco. And normal cop, I guess. Good luck in Janrock. Scars made the best tattoos, they say.
Thanks for getting involved, guys. Not a lot of cops would step into that line of fire, but you did.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back, I've got a few vacancies. You'd make one hardy boy, copper.
I don't know. I feel like that's not the line of work that I'd want to do after retiring from copping. Okay, so, Island. Un jour, je serai de retour près de something. De toi? Like a stone's still here.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil.
Cindy!
This was Cindy the Skull.
Looks like Cindy finally found the words for her masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it, yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday. And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
What are you trying to imply, Fingers?
You could buy some smokes, light up a ciggy and throw it in there. You know, just to see what happens. See if it's flammable. It's better that way. Safer.
Alright, it looks like I'm buying some cigarettes after all.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Light the graffito on fire with a burning cigarette. What it says on the can. Okay. Okay, we're calling the station.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Lieutenant 57, we've been attacked. I repeat, Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi.
Something is wrong. Only static hisses through the speaker.
Hello?
No reply. Only the mindless drone of static crawling through the air.
It's been this way for a while now. My guess is the Union is listening in on our conversations and jamming outward communications to protect themselves from Cronel. It only happens when someone mentions the attack. The rest is unaffected. Our best bet is to carry on like nothing happened.
Oh, good.
That is, if we don't want us cut off the grid completely.
So I'm a little bit afraid that if I light the graffiti on fire, it's going to set Kim's car on fire too. And I don't really want to do that.
No more dangerous than stepping between 3 armed mercenaries and 8 Union men, I hope.
Glances over his shoulder.
I don't like it either, but that's the way it is. The street seems safe enough to me. If anything, taking out the
yeah, I'm doing it.
Calmer. For now.
Looks off the radio.
You can
silence.
try calling again. Just don't mention the tribunal. And remember, they are listening in.
Everything sounds okay. No drumbeat of total war yet. If anything, everything sounds too okay.
Yeah, everybody's just kind of marshalling their forces to get ready for the real attack.
You see a set of steering levers,
The
a
real
radio
battle.
on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Alice's Firewalker, reconnect me to the 41st.
Right. Please hold.
10-4, come in. Firewalker, over.
Jules. I've heard that some people think of me as La Puta Madre's peon. Do you think I'm corrupted?
10-4, sir. Well, there's been some talk, sir.
He finally says reluctantly. Some talk? Does it even mean that... What does it even mean, some talk? Do they think I'm corrupt or not? Does it mean they know that I'm a dirty cop? Because I am. I'm the dirtiest, the most dangerous cop in Revachol. My reputation precedes me.
I only meant that there's been some talk in the station, that's all. But there's always some talk in the station. You know how officers in Jamrock are. But then again, some of us truly are on the take. It's unfortunate. Over. Roger that, 10-10, over and out.
Alright, well, that's done. Let's go find some cigarettes. Let's see, does they sell them at Frita? I can't remember. Oh! Racist is gone. Manana's still around, though. Alright. Is that cigarettes?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all...
Okay. Kerr. Talk to Manana while I'm here. Oh, I can't even get in the door anymore. Alright, that volition check is gone for good. Fair.
The Boyadero stares at you with respect. Then
oh, Measurehead's gone. I can talk to that box.
Trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Danger comes with the Boyadero lifestyle, right?
There are types of danger. The one I'm usually concerned with is lung cancer or getting mauled by wildlife, not bullets. It calls back to an older era where this was commonplace, though. You have a true Boyadero heart.
Right, so where is everyone?
Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out, for the time being.
Can't help me get inside?
No, man. Not today. Today is war.
He says it matter-of-factly, like it's no big deal.
What's gonna happen next?
Time will tell. I'll tell Everard you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad.
Gives you a small wink. What will you be doing?
I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Quite the sight, aren't they? Getting to like that red I am. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the worries of our brothers. See if any insane killers turn up. Then I'll run. And live.
Try not to get shot, eh?
I'm sure I'll be luckier than you, friend.
This grin is as wide as a desert. Rich. Okay, I got 4 points. Cool.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Not yet.
Already you regret it, looking at the pack. But don't worry. You can come back to this later. The army of Smokes is honorable and faithful to you. You have your entire life to return to it.
You've passed up your chance to start smoking cigarettes for now, but don't worry. The option to start smoking becomes available again in 3 hours.
What? Ah, fine. Dude. I have to smoke cigarettes that way in order to fulfill the quest. That's so dumb, because I wanted to come over here and be like, yeah, let's smoke a cigarette and then throw it in the thing of what's it.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy the Skull.
Step back, Lieutenant. Set the graffito on fire with a lit cigarette.
Fuel oil catches fire immediately with an ominous hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the letters. Black smoke rises from the burning message. The lieutenant has taken a small step back. He looks at your face illuminated by the flames and nods silently. Then the fire falters.
Let's go to that island.
Slowly, the flames subside, the fuel burning out. The air still smells of mazout and springtime.
Let's see if Gaston has anything to say about it. About what's happened.
Mon Dieu! You set it on fire. What kind of a policeman are you?
Firewalker, I walk in the flames, a beacon of light in the dull shores of mediocrity. You're welcome, Martinez. I don't know, it was an accident, I'm sorry. Policeman of the state yet to come, herald the apocalypse of fuel oil is an environmental hazard, I had to get rid of it somehow.
Oh, well, thank you, officer. It certainly lightened the mood. Very cozy, like a little street fair almost.
I'm sorry, Gaston. Alright, well, I'm going to unequip those until 2 p.m. apparently, and then Yeah. I'm just kind of checking in on everybody who's still around. That's what I'm going to check on now, especially since I lit her on fire. Her thing on fire.
Oh my god! Things have gotten out of hand! I thought the psychic stuff was bad, but the crime! It's even worse! I haven't been able to come to work for 3 days. The shop has been locked. No sales, gangbangers running around, shooting everyone. I know I shouldn't have bought a shop in this ghetto.
I'm the one who got shot here, ma'am.
Oh my god! Even the police can't take care of all of this.
Fuck you too, license.
Look at that limp. Someone should do something about this.
She rubs her pennant between her 2 fingers, thinking.
Maybe I should close the bookstore and open a psychic studio. Yes. It makes sense. Crime is the 6th element, you see. The darkest element. I could teach people to protect themselves against bad energies and to fight crime.
Yes, what Martinez really needs is more vigilantes roaming the streets.
Exactly. It's a brilliant idea. Thank you, officer. I'm going to start drawing up business plans right away.
I'm just going to lead her down the path to destruction.
Meantime, do buy the books. As many as you can. They won't be here for much longer. Is there anything else I can help you with?
This book fell apart. Do you have another copy?
Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. Some of these old paperbacks just don't have the durability. I would be happy to sell you another one, but unfortunately, it's the
No,
last
I'll never
copy
know
we
how
have
it
in
ends.
stock.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
A Dick Mullen book ripped before I could get to the end. Do you know what happens?
Which book was it, sir?
Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. I haven't read that one yet. I wish I could help you.
You know, it's probably a good thing. It had some sex scenes in it. Probably not appropriate for a child. Okay, so we have this. I am not going to do that right now because that would be dumb. Man, I just got mad hungry all of a sudden. It's time for a midnight snack, apparently. Just checking on everyone. Don't mind me.
Oh, it's you again.
Bye.
Yes?
Damn. Okay, I was kind of wondering if we got more bonuses on that check after the shootout, because we had a near-death experience or something, and it seems like that might play well with Inland Empire checks. No such luck. Let me out. Okay, this is gonna spit me out by Kuno and Kuno S. What do we got going on here?
You'll never find the answer. There's no other copy of Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity here.
But why?
Because that's how the world works. Some stories never get finished. You shouldn't expect there to be a tidy, satisfying ending.
But it's Pulp Fiction. They all have tidy, satisfying endings.
What if you never find out how your story ends?
There's got to be a way to solve this.
There isn't. If only you had more time, more resources. Who knows what you could have come up with? Maybe if there had been more money and less speed. Or more speed.
Lecture chemistry and physical instrument are bad influences.
Or that, yes. Either way, you might have been able to come up with an answer, but not like this. Hang on, you can do this. Use your imagination. You know what the suspects are. Just make it up. So, who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Denuva, detective? Just fucking pick one.
Bow collector gone for good. I'm pretty sure there's a Dick Mullen thought in here. I don't know. Fuck you, book. It was Dick Mullen.
It still doesn't make sense. But who cares? Yes, Dick Mullen, the famous detective, killed his best friend and the dame he just nailed in cold blood. But why'd he do it? Unclear. Doesn't matter. The choice has been made. You caught the criminal. It was Dick Mullen all along. Who's the real detective now? That's right. It's you. Rest easy tonight, real detective.
Goddamn right, I am a real detective.
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool.
Who's saying that?
People, they say you'd kind of died for a moment, that you let your shit out already, but then came back. So I guess that's what's cool now.
Look at how big his head looks in the shadow. Anyhow.
Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now, Kuno's gonna treat you different. Kuno doesn't reward weakness.
Kuno doesn't
It's
fucking
business
care.
as usual with Kuno. Kuno's cold like that.
Feels good for some reason.
Watch out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. But Kuno's got his eyes on you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Who knows?
Okay, bye, Kuno. Alright. Kuno S is not worth talking to. But what if it is worth talking to her? It's not. Something beautiful is going to happen. Oh, I guess I was part way on that one. Oh, she is not here. She is, though. Hello.
Give me a moment.
Fire. Suddenly you get the, you feel the boxes on fire. Why? Oh. Yeah, I got more Peralodon. Anyhow, I guess she's not here. Well, she's in the communist class. I don't know. Oh. Hold on, we got a Inland Empire suggestion check or something. Inland Empire. What am I doing? I should be going to the coast to... see what's what. There's probably a jamais vu bubble down here. I'm gonna go ahead and just get it. Get to the village on the coast, officer. See you there, Joyce. Oh, alright. Joyce is not gone. She is still around. Part of me kind of wants to actually run down there just in case there's more people about.
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of. Sort of alive?
Hurts like hell, man.
Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter. Had a strong sense of finality to it.
Ah, okay. So she's sending that message to the moral interest. Yeah, I think that's kind of implied throughout the game, that there's basically surveillance from everywhere on this city from the moral interns. So yeah, both above and then like ships in the harbors and stuff, ready to just like nuke it at a moment's notice. Now it's thoughtful. Okay, yeah.
So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show.
Yeah, this case seems kind of done. Kind of gonna check some last things. Still looking around. Loose that's threads to tie up.
Good luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right? Okay.
She's a little apprehensive.
Is it wise to share information about the case like this, sire? The lieutenant throws you a quick glance. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's it. Can't share anymore.
That's probably for the best. You keep your job to yourself. With a job like yours, you have to.
Pale driver noticed nothing. I'm gonna talk to her anyways. Oh, she's not even here.
A lorry abandoned. The smell of cigarettes. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat. Voila, a stack of neatly
Bonne prise. Best not to.
The stack of maps. You close the.
Okay. Sewer grate, a gateway to the river filth.
Wow!
Wow, what?
A cop limping down the street, bleeding from the shoulder, face bruised, looking like hell? You know what that is? Cool! That's cool!
Between you and me, this is why I don't get involved in local politics.
Calling this politics?
In its purest form. Now, what can I do for you?
Do you have any recordings of the Koldimamadakwa?
The Koldimamadakwa? Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
Been really into all kinds of art lately, experimental things, you know. I've been thinking of quitting the RCM and becoming a cryptozoologist. I have hobbies, just like all normal people. Well, because I'm a normal person. Well, I wouldn't have guessed that you know what the Koldimamadakwa is.
What an interesting development. Well, it's been a long while since I've gone hunting for the Koldimamadakwa. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore, and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that. Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Koldimamadakwa, and he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search.
Did you ever find it?
We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Koldimamadakwa.
Can I listen to it?
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
He starts rummaging through some tapes behind the counter.
Do we really have time for this?
Spin that bird song.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
Switches on the tape player. Speakers begin to emit a low hum.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult.
Uh-oh. God damn it.
Not good, not good. You're about to start suffocating. You have to stop this. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside of your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums. Seabirds most likely, gulls and such.
And skewers, but
He raises a pointer finger and inclines his head toward the speakers. A new high-pitched shivering sound.
That's it. The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold Imamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
Please, no more experimental listening while we're on this case.
I can't make that promise, Kim. Yeah, I'm making Harry run on the bad leg. Got places to be. Okay, so Joy said she was gonna be at this village.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Oh,
Even
Damn.
I can see that. I told you not to bring your trouble with you, policeman. We've got troubles of our own here.
to be fair, the trouble wasn't my fault.
Though I suppose
Stuck my nose
you
into
took
it.
the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen.
Guess you're right. The men with the guns were coming for me after all.
I'm not sure those were the loss of the men
You're right.
with
She is
guns
gone.
either.
She went
They
back
are
to
always
the
more
home
coming
office.
for your kind, officer.
You're right. The game
Then
did say
we'll
that.
be ready for them.
All right. Real quick. I know he's not going to be here. I'm just checking anyways. He is in fact not here. I just wonder where my death squad is. I feel alone. So alone. Similarly, I'd kind of like to try and bust into this bunker. I'm safe scumming it.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has...
I don't think I have any more interfacing gear. Not that it matters. I'm at 8 interfacing. There is our old friend Meth. That's a good point. Can you take Meth more than once to get the stat boost more than once? This game's weird. Didn't think so. Yeah, drunk won't help here. Okay. I can take a morale hit, that's fine. I got myself up to the point where I might actually be able to pass it.
In front of it.
With a
The door hasn't been opened in a long while.
3, or no, with a 11.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Oh, the door's shut tight. How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
What do you mean? We get into, like, everywhere.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No!
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
That's who I am. That's who we are.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair, and we don't have the resources needed to open it. Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
Looks at the door with a rueful smile.
At least you can think about opening it. About doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful would come from this.
One more door. God damn it, it cannot be. A disgrace. That door on the coast, you remember the one, right? The one that leads to the abandoned supply depot. Oh, you actually get a bonus for thinking about this one? Why in the name of all that's holy does it not open? Why? There has to be a way to get through that unopenable door. By gods, you're the police. All doors are supposed to open before you. What will the others of the precinct think if you can't open a goddamn door? There must be a way. Okay, so you do need to do a conceptualization check to get this. I don't know. How long does it take to learn this? 45 minutes? I don't know, man. Alright. I'm gonna check in with the last people that I really haven't checked in with yet. See if they're like hardcore about me getting shot.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you. Goodbye, officer. Good morning, comrade.
Yes, what is it?
They don't care.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Hard cop.
Hey, there we go. She nods to you with respect and turns off her recording device. Got shot in the leg, pointing at your limb.
Ouch. I did notice you limping, but I thought maybe it was your thing or something.
It's the Jamrock Shuffle. Do. Oh, really?
When I was 16, I used to date this guy who had a limp, but it only showed when he was sober. So I guess it wasn't real or something. I don't know.
She shrugs, eyes glazed over.
Anyway, shot in the leg. I'm sorry. Man, that must suck.
It sure does. Alright, let's do another hard save here. Time's at 12:30. Alright, actually, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night here. I'm not sure how much there is of this left. Because I know that we have to explore the islet. I imagine there's going to be lots of heavy conversations once we figure out what the hell's going on from here. So yeah, we'll pick this up on Sunday. So yeah, I guess on that note, next stream's on Sunday. Taking Saturday off. I thought I had a bunch of stuff going on Saturday night, but it turns out I don't. But I still like the concept of taking Saturday night off, because I kind of did a stream on yesterday to make up for it. So I'll be back on Sunday. So yeah, thanks, Mark, for hanging out. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend, and yeah, see y'all on Sunday for some more Disco Elysium. Have a good night, guys.